Good morning. If everybody could rise for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Be seated. Again, good morning. My name is Norbert Kubelis. I am the President and CEO of Coleman University. On behalf of the Coleman University Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and alumni, I welcome you today to our Spring 2016 commencement. I'd first like to introduce the people on the dais with me, starting with Councilman Chris Cate, who will be our keynote speaker. Jason Abel, who is our Vice President of Academics. Dr. Flavia Zaccarelli, who will be the faculty speaker today. Next to him, Danielle Palaquin, who is our Dean of Faculty. And at the end there, and not least, Rosalind Ward, who is your valedictorian. The Coleman University motto is Dreams into Reality, and it has been for quite some time. Recently, I saw a graphic that stated, as part of the cartoon itself, action is what makes reality out of dreams. You, our graduates, here this morning have acted on your dreams. Many of you have come from other countries. Most of you have had other fields of interest, other careers before you decided that you wanted to pursue one in a technology-focused area. You took the action of obtaining a degree, whether it's your first degree as an Associate of Science, or many of you have multiple degrees. At least among the master's students, you've at least got a bachelor's degree behind you. Some of you multiple masters. Some of our bachelor students have multiple degrees. So you've taken the action to move forward so that you can live the dreams that you've had. So you're now poised to undertake the reality of technology-focused careers. Some see obtaining a college degree, whether at whichever level, as achieving a goal. Yes, obtaining a university degree is a goal, but graduation is just a stop on a lifelong journey of continuous learning. That's why I also like to prefer to use the term commencement rather than graduation, because you're leaving one state in your life and you're commencing on to the rest of your life. What you do with your degree, and how you apply what you've learned to better your lives and those of the people around you, that will be the true measure of our success as faculty and staff at Coleman University. Your success determines our success. As graduates of Coleman University, we expect that each of you possess and can demonstrate the knowledge and skills that are included in our institutional outcomes, which, by the way, we proudly put on the graduation program. I want to single out the sixth outcome this morning, demonstrating the knowledge of responsibilities and ethics of citizenship and one's role in society. Many of you are veterans, and we thank you for your service to our country. You're well aware of the responsibilities inherent in being a citizen. Nearly half of you graduating this morning came to San Diego as international students from a number of countries. You will either return home to your own homelands with your degree in hand to better your society there, or you may be continuing on in the United States as a productive member of the society here and of your chosen careers. This brings me to our keynote speaker this morning, Councilmember Chris Cate. I first met him about 2 months ago when I invited him to visit us at Coleman University. We sit just about right in the middle of his councilmatic district. During the course of his visit, I learned that Chris, who's a first-term councilman, and I share many interests concerning the integration of higher education, business, and public policy for the better good of society. A graduate of the University of San Diego, Councilman Cate has had an impressive career so far as a policy advisor and a policy director in San Diego, both city and county, before joining the city council. As a member of the San Diego Public Leadership Institute, Councilman Cate addressed how private sector experience and talent could be used to address critical public policy issues. As Vice President of the San Diego Taxpayers Association, he was a dedicated and continues to be a dedicated taxpayer advocate. It is my pleasure to introduce our friend and the councilman from the 6th District of the City of San Diego, Chris Cate.
Good morning. First off, let me say that it's truly an honor to be here this morning to address the graduates here for your commencement ceremony and hopefully provide some words of inspiration as you move on in your careers and be very productive members for San Diego. And we are definitely, as a region, looking upon you to do great things within our city and within our region. And we hope that you continue on your successes well into the future. One of the things I want to talk about today, and this is the first time I've done this before, so this is really a little nervous, but it's definitely an honor to do it. But one of the things I want to talk about this morning is leadership. And I know that throughout your careers, you have probably read many books about leadership, what makes a good leader, what skills and qualities are leaders of the past, and what you can try to resurrect and emulate throughout your careers moving forward. But through my time in my career and what I've tried to express to others within San Diego are 3 distinct qualities that I find in leadership that I try to bring to my career and bring to my private and public life, making sure that we're leaving San Diego better than we found it. And the first quality that I try to express is strategic planning. Planning for not only your job, but also your careers and what that entails. You have to set goals for yourself. So what are those 5-year goals, those 10-year goals, those 20-year goals? And making sure that there are very distinct goals that you want to achieve moving forward that helps you with your career, with your lives, and whatever else that may be. And the second part of planning and strategic planning is setting those objectives. How do you plan to accomplish each of those goals? What steps do you need to take on an annual basis, biannual basis, whatever the time frame may be, to get you to what your goal is going to be? And the third important point for planning is having great metrics. How do you measure those objectives? How do you measure success? How do you measure failure? And it's okay to fail. It's okay to set those goals and those objectives and redo those things on an annual basis as you go back to it. Because you need to know whether or not you're on that right path or not. When I started out my time in office just 2 years ago, we set very lofty goals for ourselves, for our office, and what we wanted to accomplish in the city. And we got to 6 months in, 7 months in, and those goals were still on our whiteboard. We couldn't accomplish them. We had too lofty of goals and making sure we could address them, and we could not just cross them off and move on. So we had to reset those goals and bring them down a little bit and readjust. And that's okay to do that. It's okay to do that in your careers. It's okay to do that in your lives. The second part of leadership that I find really important is making sure that you have the initiative, making sure that you are moving forward in a positive direction. You are looking just past what's in front of you. You're thinking ahead, and you're making sure that you're accomplishing those things very judiciously, and making sure that you're addressing those matters that are before you without having to be told to do certain things. And I know that employers, business owners, others really look upon individuals who do that and take that quality moving forward, because they want people who are going to be very energetic in their careers and those job employments, and we want those out of our leaders as well too. And also, most importantly, do not apologize for the attitude that you bring to your career. There are going to be others within your workforce, you may have experienced it already in the past, who may look at you a little different because you're the one who is determined. You're the one who wants to be successful. And some people may look down on you for that, for whatever reason. Do not apologize for how hard you're working. Do not apologize for your success. It's really coming upon you to be those leaders, and you should not have to apologize for what you are accomplishing within your lives, within your careers, and keep moving forward very, very earnestly in what you're accomplishing. And then the third point that I find a leader is making sure that you are looking after your community. We have a great, great region here in San Diego in terms of looking out for one another. Whether it's various nonprofits within our region, your PTA, your Little League, whatever the case may be, it's really important that you become active members of your community. And it can be on a number of different levels. Getting to know your neighbors, getting to know the children in your neighborhood, making sure that people are cared for, volunteering. All those things are really important in San Diego, and that we really rely upon those nonprofits, those community groups to pick up where we as a government, both city, county, state, federal, cannot be involved in. And we rely upon those individuals to do the parts that we can't do. So be active, give back, be a part of the community, making sure that we are moving forward as a city, as a region, as neighborhoods in a very positive direction. So again, congratulations on your commencement, congratulations on your graduation, and moving forward in your careers. We really, really look forward to having you part of our community here in San Diego and doing great things for our region, and we are really relying upon you to do fantastic things. So thank you again, and good luck as you move forward.
Thank you, Councilman Cate. He has another engagement this morning, so he's not going to be able to stay with us. But I really appreciate his coming out for us this morning. Now I'd like to introduce you to Rosalind Ward. Rosalind is your valedictorian. She will be receiving her Master's of Business Administration this morning. And unfortunately, I only met her for the first time this morning. I would have liked to have met her sooner, because she is an impressive individual. Let me give you Rosalind Ward.
To our University President, Norbert Kublius, honored guests, faculty and staff, family, friends, fellow graduates, good morning to all of you. It is indeed a great privilege for me to be given the opportunity to be here with you today presenting the valedictory speech for the spring graduates of 2016. I'd like to congratulate my fellow graduates and all of us here, for together we are able to achieve this major milestone in our lives. My fellow graduates, may I ask you, what is the motto of Coleman University? Very good, the president mentioned that. Dreams into reality, awesome. Dreams into reality. In a sense, Coleman helps us to bridge the gap between our dreams and the reality of our dreams. Having said that, as a graduating student of Coleman, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Coleman administration, faculty, and staff, especially Mr. Kevin Wall, our very helpful and prompt student advisor and the new designated school official, Mr. Manny Bernard, our very kind and helpful librarian, Ms. Julia Katawazi, my former internship supervisor and our very helpful international and graduate career service advisor, our Dr. Flavius Acrel editor, Dr. Merlan, and Dr. Rasha Rashdi are very hardworking and helpful professors. I would like to thank also my family, friends, and church mates for they have encouraged me and gave their wholehearted support through my learning journey here at Coleman. Thank you very much, Papa Dandan and MJ, for traveling all the way from the Philippines to show your wholehearted support on my graduation day. I'd like also to express my appreciation to Miss Chris and Angel Barbie, my very supportive and very nice homestay host. My friends, very good friends, Kuya Jerome, Ate Krista, and their children. And of course, my very supportive and very good church mates, Pastors Louie and Pastor Jim, and Sisters Yvonne and Rita. Last but not least, I would like to thank my God and my Creator for giving me the wisdom and the strength and everything else I have needed to complete my studies here at Coleman. Well, as part of my preparation for this speech, I have interviewed several of my MBA classmates. I have asked them, what are the things that you like about Coleman, and what are the things that you would miss when you graduate? A couple of them said, we're gonna miss the food and the cafeteria. It's like, okay. And then some of them said, oh, we're gonna miss our classmates, friends, all those people who have helped us. And a number of my classmates said that they like the fact that Coleman offers night classes and curricular practical training, or CPT. These convenient and work-friendly schedules and programs allow them to work while enhancing the knowledge and skills they needed in pursuit of their professional goals. Anyway, the main goal of a valedictory speech is to inspire graduating students to embark bravely on a new chapter of their lives. So, fellow graduates, I would like to send you off with the word precious. I have created an acrostic for the word precious because after the ceremony, I would like to help you to believe and remember that whatever happens after the ceremony, we, like everyone else, are precious in the eyes of our Creator, and we are capable of doing worthwhile things. before the ceremony, I have given this simple keepsake to some of the graduates, but I have enough for all graduates, so hopefully I could give each of you. This is a symbol and an affirmation that each of you is precious. A simple keepsake, but a great symbol that each of you is precious and capable of doing worthwhile things. So letter P, pursue and persevere to fulfill your dreams. Letter R, reach out and respond to the needs around you. Letter E, excel and empower others to be the best they can be. Letter C, commit to continuing to study and learn. Letter I, improve and impart good things to others. Letter O, optimize by opening yourself up to broaden your horizon. Letter U, update and upgrade and be a better version of yourself. Letter S, succeed and support others to succeed. Precious. Each of us here is precious and capable of doing worthwhile things. In closing, I would like to challenge myself and each of us with a quote from Stephen Greeley. I shall pass this world but once. Any good therefore that I can do, or any kindness that I can show, let me do it now. Let me not defer nor neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. It is hard to say goodbye, but the good includes a promise of something better in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very nice. I'd like to now introduce Dr. Flavio Zaccarelli. He is a member of our graduate faculty, as I mentioned. He's been with us 3 years now? Over 3 years now. Dr. Zaccarelli.
Good morning, all. Promise I won't speak that long. Okay, my name is Dr. Flavio Zaccarelli, and I've had the privilege of teaching here for about 3 years. Now, I know I'm supposed to say a few words, supposed to inspirational, dazzling, maybe technical. I'm supposed to say something, I guess. Thought about YouTubing as something and looking up something on Google. But the truth is, you probably really don't need any inspirational speech right now. And the reason is, look at where you're at right now. You're sitting down here, you're graduating. You had a plan, you had an idea, and you had a dream, and you acted upon it. I will give you a little advice, just a little. It's nothing too painful and complicated, and it might even make some sense. Take a look around you. Look at your classmates. Look at your faculty. Ask yourself, how many of them do you really know? If you don't know them, don't lose that opportunity to get to know them. Because a lot of things get made, a lot of relationships get made while you're in college, and that propels you further. School is a great forum to network. Classmates, professors can be a part of your network, and we're all part of the community. And you never know where you will be years from now. So, and especially if you're rich and famous, don't forget us, okay? Teaching is a lifetime relationship as far as I'm concerned, so I do enjoy hearing about how our students are doing. I love the wedding invitations. Used to be a middle school teacher, I've gotten a few of those. And another thing I ask is that you thank the people who supported you, your family, your friends, etc., whoever it was who was part of your support network. You probably drove them crazy at points during this, complaining about something. Some of you drove me crazy too, but it was for a good cause. Didn't hear that, but I'm sure it was something important. So, class of 2016, in closing, let me just say, when you start feeling like you don't know what to do next, and you're getting a little bit anxious, just remember that you had a plan, you acted upon that plan, and you are now part of a select group. You're part of people who have graduated. You're college graduates. Not many people can say this in the country. So, something a little more formal to conclude. So to the Coleman Board, University President, upon recommendation of the faculty of Coleman University, I present to you the candidates for graduation on this day of April 23rd in this year of 2016 who have earned the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Do you accept? It's a yes or no question. Assume that's a yes. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay. Dean Peliquin, will you join me to present the diplomas? Receiving an Associate of Science in Software Development, George Hargis. Receiving an Associate of Science in Software Development, Alejandro de Guzman. Receiving an Associate of Science in Application Development, Christopher Hawley. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Software Development, Zanali Rodriguez. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems, Oscar Correa. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Software Development, Victor Rivera. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Software Development, Jimmy Smith. Receiving an Associate of Science in Game Programming Development and Design, Juanita Samowski. Receiving an Associate of Science in Game Programming Development and Design, Oliver Samowski. Receiving an Associate of Science in Game Programming Development and Design, Derek Reynolds. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Game Programming Development and Design, Alberto Loaiza. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Game Programming Development and Design, Sydney Fernandez. Receiving an Associate of Science in Computer Networks, Timothy Steinbrunner. Receiving dual degrees in Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and Information Security, James Crisp. Receiving dual degrees as a Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and Network Security, Stephen Graham. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks, John Spencer.
Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Victor Ramirez. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Carlos Vasquez. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Bo Gonzalez. Receiving an Associate of Science in Network Security, Jessica Albaladejo. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Brian Gamo. Receiving dual bachelor's degrees in Computer Networks and Network Security, Hector Zamora. Receiving dual bachelor's degrees in Computer Networks and Network Security, Angelo Buenaflor. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Jessica Culata. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Nico Banez. All right, receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks, Preston Pierce. Receiving dual bachelor's degrees in Computer Networks and Network Security, Michael Ward. Receiving an Associate of Science in Network Security, Terrell Kendrick. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Timothy Nguyen. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Kyle Montera. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Network Security, Ilya Yarpazeshkan. And now to present the names of our master's degree graduates, Mrs. Hema Pratt.
Receiving a Master's of Science in Information System Management, cum laude, Anusha Golapalli. Receiving Masters of Science in Information System Management, Kirti Nadim Pali. Receiving Masters of Business Administration, Mahesh Kumar Krishnaiya. Receiving Masters of Business Administration, cum laude, Atul Gupta. Receiving Masters of Business Administration, Venu Kumar Dorapalli. Receiving Masters of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Ramanamma Badanapuram. Receiving Masters of Science in Information System Management, Saravanan Kumar. Receiving Masters of Science in Information System Management, Sharaz Kareem. Receiving Masters in Business Administration with cum laude, Rosalind Ward.
I want to thank Ethan and Hema for assisting. And now, graduates, it's time for you to move your tassels from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. You are now officially graduates of Coleman University. You are joining a long line of alumni who have come from Coleman University, who have taken their places in the San Diego community and beyond, some back in their home countries, who are, at various stages of their careers, the leaders in business technology, leaders in technology in various forms. So those are the people who are out there that you'll be joining. And I hope many of you know some of the alumni, because the alumni working together is another way of continuing your own education. Let me give you an admonition or a piece of advice in closing that I guess I've been giving it to students and graduates now for a good number of years. It's something that was given to me in a book as a gift when I graduated college. And the book that I received at that time was the writings of Robert F. Kennedy. Most of you are probably, no, I can guarantee most of you are too young to remember Robert F. Kennedy. Many of you have heard of him. I hope all of you have heard of him. But he said at one time, some people look at the world, see the way things are, and ask why. I look at it and see the way they could be and ask why not. You have asked why not. You have obtained your degrees. You're going into your new life as a college graduate, whether it be with a master's degree or a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree. Continue to look at the world and say, why not? And make it a better place because you're in it. And with that, I welcome you to the alumni of Coleman University. Where's Jonathan? Thank you.